Hey everyone, my name's Bonnie and I love to make Animal Crossing builds. So let's build a stargazing area together. This island of mine is my main island and it used to be my forever island, but I have since not restarted, but just refreshed everything and flattened the whole thing to create a much more city core island. So yeah, let's head over to the area as you can see, and I haven't really designed any of the entrance areas or the space leading up to it, but this is what we're working with. This is the space, and this is what we have in terms of what to design. So uh, I speed this up so I don't have to bore you with the details here. And typically, in terms of spacing, when I do my builds, I usually start off with creating spaces for the things that get buried first. So, important things like the trees and the bushes and everything. This is me messing around with the new 3.0 feature of the sidestepping, which is pretty cool, but honestly, still really useful, but a lot to get used to. This is me realizing as well that maybe I don't want the trees so far in front of the area because it kind of wastes the space and blocks the whole view. So I think this is where I start to try and see. And you know what? Building is just a whole lot of running around and measuring and trying to see everything with your eye. And this is readjusting, and so I'll start to place down some of the paths here, and uh, this is also a good way to kind of map out um, the places where your flowers will go, because of course, like they cannot be put down on paths and everything. It would be so cool if we could, especially for like cool, this is more like purpley pink, but like if it were like a cottage core type path where it looks kind of like dirt, it would be so cool to be able to have the flower sprout from up above it. So that would be really cool. But this is just me mapping it out, and I don't quite show it in the video as well. I think I cut it out, but I think this is where I realized that this bigger left spot is kind of where I want to place down a picnic area as well. So I will be adjusting the path to make it a little bit to end a little bit earlier than what I have here, so that it can fit the picnic table, picnic blanket, actually code type thing. But yeah, this is usually the process that I go through, and then in as I'm laying down the paths, I can already sort of see it in my head where I kind of want the flowers to go and everything of that sort. I already placed down the bushes just so they're in position already. So yeah, I think this is a lot of what designing is, just kind of like, especially when you're designing paths like this, this is really different from the rest of the island because again, the island is city core, so like, which is really fun to do because it's the first time I'm doing a lot of like symmetry, and it's so good for the brain. Like it scratches such an itch in the brain. But for this stargazing area, I wanted it to be sort of a little more like off the beaten path type of vibe. So you'll see here that I had already placed down the code for the picnic blanket, and it's kind of just adjusting the little decorations that I put down. I put down some log stakes, uh, and putting down some of the picnic items that I want to have out as well. And this is where I'll put the plain party lights. I think they look good because they're not completely like super modern looking. I think they fit really well with the stargazing area. And of course, the quintessential stargazing or galaxy build themed item that needs to be used is always the crescent moon chair there on the right side, and as well as the nova lights. So these are It's a really fun part of the build. This is really nice. Like, I think this is probably my favorite part of doing builds is laying out all the stuff that I want in the build, like for this picnic area, just all the picnic stuff that I have planned out to put down. I think just seeing it all come together is really cool. And but honestly, it's so frustrating if they don't actually come out the way you imagine them. But thankfully for this one, I'm messing around more with the log stakes, I think, because I was like, they're not really placed in the way that I want. So I decided to put them on the side as well. And again, the famed crescent moon chair, one of my favorite items in the game. And of course, in my favorite swatch, which is the uh, purple one, of course. And then putting down some star clocks for the effect of smaller stars. I love that. It's such a good like 2020 hack. I just remember the first time I discovered I could do that, I was like, oh, complete game changer. But yeah, this is me making sure that the flowers don't look like too symmetrical or too on purpose. I really just kind of want to go with a more off the beaten path theme again, of course, for this one. So again, of course, running around and checking to see if it looks okay the way that it is. And so we move to the actual state stargazing area. And this is probably the longest part of the video, which is mapping out the way that I want to have the paths laid out on the stargazing area itself. Because honestly, this looks like a pretty small build, but for what I was trying to go for, it was a lot bigger than what I had expected. So I was trying to see how else could I fill up the space that I had, because I knew that I wanted to put down a telescope on the edge of the cliff to, of course, simulate like, you know, having a telescope when you're stargazing and everything. So I was like, well, there's a lot more space on the side as well. So I think it would be nice to have some stuff on there. So that was me trying to figure out what I was going to put down and how the paths would look in turn once I put those down. But yeah, so this is the longest part of the video, and mapping out just it's a lot of like standing still and just kind of staring at your switch and thinking of like looking at the area that you're working with and trying to estimate the dimensions that you're gonna have to work with. It's so funny to look back at now because it's just like me staring at myself, just kind of doing nothing, trying to figure out what was I thinking at that moment. But yeah, so a lot of it is standing and trying to see. I think I was trying to figure out like how many items I was going to put down and if it would fit if I then also added some flowers and bushes. And so I decided that I think I would put down some of those log chairs, just to make the off the beaten path theme kind of feel a little bit more consistent, but also stay within like the whole island vibe of like purples, pinks, and whites. And so I think the log chair would be perfect. So I was trying to estimate like how like all the other stuff that I'm planning to put down would fit, like some flowers and a little more decor items and stuff like that. So I figured maybe just having like a little area to walk on path would be good enough to put down in place of that. So yeah, and the new feature, because she just does a little hop. It's so cute. I remember the first time when the update dropped, I had downloaded it and I think I was playing my Switch on handheld and I placed it down on my desk and I accidentally triggered and pressed the L button, and then I was so shocked to see my character like suddenly hop and stand at attention. I was like, what is happening? And I didn't know the controls yet that triggered it, so I was like, I was trying to recreate it, trying to press everything, and then I pressed the L button and then she went and stood at attention and hopped again, and I was like, whoa, That is so weird. I was like, that's so funny. And then the slide that she does too when you're moving, when you're moving the character as you press down on L. It's so funny. It's such a cute little animation. Like, little stuff like that is so it makes the game so fun. I just love having small stuff like that in the game. But yeah, this is me mapping out. Basically, I just although I did want it to be off the beaten path, I still wanted like the stairs to kind of directly lead up to where the telescope would be. So I was just trying to line that up and trying to see if like having such a big path would look okay. So there's a lot of like testing out the pathing and everything. Um, so this is what I was doing, trying to familiarize and become an expert in the whole sidestepping mechanic uh, type of feature. So standing at attention again, trying to figure out what I want to do, how to do it, what to place down first. So yeah, I think I was always kind of hesitant to use that item, these iron fences, but I realized like how good they actually look, especially in their white variant, when doing this sort of city build type thing. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So um, that is us putting down just the rest of the build, and then here I just kind of wanted to put down a cushion. I think it would also look nice with a picnic blanket sort of pattern, but I think like the little cushion there is enough to kind of get the idea across as well. And if I'm honestly just being frank with y'all, I did not want to redo that path and try to think of a way to make it look cohesive as well, because the code that I have for the purple blanket is a little it's quite striking. So I think I think it would also feel a little redundant to use it up here because I had already used it down on the first floor or second floor actually, because then this is the third floor. But so yeah, placing down more paths. I decided I actually haven't used these stone paths and designs yet on the island, and I was like, these actually look perfect on the area that I'm trying to build. This is me trying to see how the little fallen flower designs would look, and realize that maybe having them symmetrical was a little much. But for the rest of it, I think this is just me placing down the rest of the iron fencing, which again, it's so cute that it has snow sitting on top of it when you place it down in the winter. The return of the famed crescent moon chair, of course. But honestly, if I am to be asked my opinion on the winter, I'm kind of tired of the snow. I mean, and I don't know if I am qualified to say that because like where I'm from, it doesn't snow. It barely gets above 20, barely gets below actually. It barely goes below 25 degrees Celsius. So I'm from a really tropical country. So uh I don't think I have any room to criticize snow because I've never really lived in snow. But just having it in the game and having everything white, it was cute for a second, but now it's just kind of like, all right, give me back my green. Because especially with this like purple pink path that I use for like more uncity like builds, when it's like really bright, you can barely see it. So I think it'd be good to kind of have the green back to have that contrast in the grass and everything. So this is also me adjusting just the way that I place down my bushes and my fencing, because I realized it could look kind of weird with them separated, and it just kind of looks better with the bush at the end. So sorry if you can hear like howling and barking in the background. I have 3 golden retrievers, and they will make it known that I have them and that they are here alive and kicking. So sorry about any of the extra noises that you'll hear, but that is it. I think, yeah, that was when I realized the only thing now to put down is the log chairs that I talked about. So um, I also really like these bunny garden decorations. They are so cute. I think this is from the previous build of what this island looked like, and I had a bunch of them around, and I mostly, like, probably like 90% of the um, items that I had designed with the old theme, gave away or sold, but these bunny garden decorations I kept because I was like, those are so cute. But so I kept them because they're white, so they kind of still fit the theme well. Uh, so I kept them, and they're so cute. I love bunnies. But these are the items that I thought would look nice to fill up the space, and I had to somehow feature the new 3.0 items because I do have Minoru and Tulin on my island, and they are so cute. I've never really had a problem with the jocks, but I just kind of like did not really connect with them as much, so I wouldn't really let them stay if they ever asked to leave. So I didn't really keep jocks around for too long. But being a Zelda fan and like having Tulin as a villager on Animal Crossing, I was like, I think maybe this is the time that this is my moment to connect with a jock villager. So having them is amazing. That's the whole area done. This is what it looks like during the day and laid out. I'm pretty sure I adjusted the log chairs a little bit and the fairy bottles, but this is what it looks like, all done and laid out and everything. Uh, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I really didn't want to clutter it too much, and I had a clear night from when the day that I was recording this. So I was like, oh, this is perfect to kind of show it. And I did decorate the entrance a little bit. I placed down enough paths, I think. I'll finish decorating it in a bit. But this is what it looks like at night. Again, those plain party lights are so cute with the pink lights and everything. And I think it's definitely perfect with the glowing fairies at night and with the clear sky. So pretty happy with how this build turned out. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I really hope you enjoyed. And I guess look out for more videos in the future. I hope to do more ACNH builds, and catch y'all later. Bye!